can only apologise for what I'm about to do. I'm probably going to put us into the darkest timeline as we head into this new era. I'm so sorry, wrestling fans. After Raw, the Saturday Night Main Event card just got a lot more interesting. We think that things aren't as straightforward as they are on paper still, so prepare for twists, turns, and a shocking in-ring return. First up, looks to be a very straightforward match between Io Sky and Liv Morgan. Both me and Paul think it will play out the same, with Raquel Rodriguez interfering in the match, her chance at the championship. Liv Morgan retains. Ultimately, we all seem to think and probably know that this culminates at WrestleMania, with Rhea Ripley dethroning Liv Morgan to get her revenge. It would be interesting if Io was to get the win here, but we just don't see it. Prediction goes, Liv Morgan retains. Rhea Ripley probably shows up after the match to save Io from a post-match beatdown. Next up is the WWE Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Paul's gone for Cody Rhodes to retain pretty clean, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I've gone with Kevin Owens to get the win, but Cody Rhodes to retain. And that's thanks to the Viper Randy Orton returning, and that appears to be what gets Cody Rhodes away from Kevin Owens and Randy Orton as they do battle at the Royal Rumble, while Cody heads over to Raw in the new draft lottery. Moving on from that, it is time to witness history in the making. It's the Women's United States Championship match. Obviously, we don't know who will be involved in the match. Me and Paul both think Michin and Chelsea Green will be the two competitors fighting to become the first ever United States Women's Champion. And I've gone with, surprisingly, Michin to win. They appear to be pushing her, and it's never a bad thing to have more people competing for your mid-card championship. Paul has gone for Chelsea Green. However, what's more historic than crowning one champion, the first champion on one night? Crowning the second champion. Paul believes it's Tiffany time. Tiffany Stratton comes out, cashes in to become the second Women's United States Champion on the same night that the first one is crowned. Next up is Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. A lot of people seem to think that Drew will squash Sami. I can see it being a more competitive match. Sami is really good at these types of matches, coming back, getting offense in, making you believe that he's going to win. Ultimately, I think Drew goes over clean here. I personally do not see him ending the year on a loss. And Paul's gone the same. Paul's gone with Drew to beat Sami Zayn. However, despite telling each other to stay out of their business, he thinks that Seth Rollins will enter the match, possibly to help Sami Zayn when things are looking bleak, and accidentally hitting and costing Sami Zayn. This could possibly lead to a Seth Rollins heel turn and heel run. Slowly, mind you, things would be set in motion here, which would lead to confrontations. Seth Rollins getting more and more aggravated each week as he keeps telling people what to do. Stay out of his business. That he's just trying to help people and can't seemingly get his hands on CM Punk in a one-on-one match. And this frustration boils over and we get yet another heel run from Seth Rollins. We love heel Seth. Before we get into our final match, Paul has some thoughts. He believes that Shinsuke Nakamura will be involved in the show, and that could either be in a segment, an interview, or an open invitation match. The biggest storyline in wrestling is the Bloodline. Will Solo come out and remind us all that he is the tribal chief? He's got the Ula Fala. Where's Roman Reigns? Is Roman Reigns going to finally come and take it from him? Is Roman getting distracted by CM Punk and Paul Heyman? Has he forgotten what Solo has done to him and taken from him this year? Something like that, maybe. Now let's move on to the final match. And it's Gunther, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. Now, there's so many storylines intertwined into this match, it's hard to call. Now, Paul thinks that you have to end the year on a high as you head into this new era, and something shocking has to happen. I'm in agreement. Paul thinks Priest takes the championship here, pinning maybe Balor to bring it all full circle at the Judgment Day. But where does that leave Gunther? Does Gunther get a rematch at the Royal Rumble? Does Gunther maybe head to SmackDown, seemingly with Cody and the Bloodline heading to Raw? You need somebody else to fill that void, and I think Gunther's just the man to at least replace Cody in some sense as World Heavyweight Champion material on that show. Because if Cody goes to Raw with the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Champion has to go to SmackDown. Now my prediction isn't as straightforward as Paul's. This is where the twist comes in. This is where the return comes in. This is where everything comes together. In terms of months of storytelling, I can only apologise for what I'm about to do. I'm probably going to put us into the darkest timeline as we head into this new era. I'm so sorry, wrestling fans. So in the match, it's a no DQ match, obviously, with it being a triple threat. So Balor has the advantage in terms of who can interfere to help him. I mean, Gunther has Kaiser, but he's always told Ludwig Kaiser to be his own man, and to kind of stay out of his business. He doesn't need him. The Judgment Day comes out. They begin to attack Gunther and Priest. Priest and the Judgment Day end up outside of the ring. He's outnumbered. He can't fight them all off. While this is happening, Gunther takes advantage. He's in control in the ring. He's got advantage of Balor. He's going to retain again. That's when his disrespect to former superstars comes back to be his hubris. Gunther is pandering to the crowd, letting them all know he's in control. He's their champion. He's in the corner doing this. Turns around, Balor's on the ground, no threat. Priest is on the outside, getting beaten down on the entrance ramp, possibly at the top of the ramp, by the Judgment Day. It's sewn up, it's in the bag. He turns around and he's hit by a spear from...
No.
Goldberg. Circa Eddie Guerrero beating Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004. This leads to Goldberg exiting the ring. Gunther's down, writhing in agony. Finn Balor climbs to the top rope, hits the coup de grace to take advantage. 1, 2, 3. New World Heavyweight Champion, Finn Balor. So, as I said, with the Raw roster looking stacked, and potentially Gunther heading to SmackDown with now Balor, does that leave Goldberg to also go SmackDown for his final match at the Royal Rumble? Who knows? But they've got to kind of balance it out with all of these heavyweight superstars going to Raw. There needs something happening on SmackDown. I can see a Gunther-Goldberg feud going on to Royal Rumble. Gunther retires Goldberg and then sets his sights back on becoming a champion at WrestleMania. Are we fantasy booking it? Yeah. Is it fun to do so? Definitely. Will it happen? Probably not. And thank God. Just before this video ends, I just want to say thank you to all the people that have come on board over these last 6 months. Your support means so much to us here at the 2 Count. And we're trying to get to 3,000 subs before the start of 2025. We're only a few more off of that. So please leave a like, drop a subscribe, and maybe let me know how much you hated hearing Goldberg coming back to cost Gunther as a World Heavyweight Champion. Take care guys, see you in the next one.